on YouTube? It's been a couple months since I made a video. I'm obviously no longer with Swift, no longer training. Just wanted to make a quick update video where I'm at, what I'm doing. I had an opportunity to come to a company and do flatbed and be home every weekend, and a lot of times be home throughout the week. So I'm in Johnson City, Tennessee, unloading right now. Then I'll leave here and pick up and head back to Florida for Friday.
Tell me where you been. I've been getting wins. I've been doing things you ain't never seen. I've been blowing up. I've been showing up. You've been slowing down. We've been going up. Tell me where you been.
What's going on YouTube? Get my set. So I'm parked for the night. I'll pick up in the morning in Alabama and head back to Jacksonville and drop this load off, and then pick up my load for home. But I'm obviously no longer with Swift, with a company called Cypress Truck Lines. Their home terminal is based out of Jacksonville, Florida. I took about 3 to 4 weeks researching what company I wanted to go to. I called a few different flatbed companies, and a friend told me about Cypress, and I called them. And for me, living where I live at for Cypress, it ended up working out really well, because not only do I get home on the weekends, but most weeks I get to the house an additional 2 to 3 nights a week. There's been a couple weeks where I've been to the house almost every night except Monday night when I, left out. But being home 5-6 days out of the week, some weeks, versus over the road and being gone 6 weeks at a time, sometimes 8 weeks. My longest time out, I was out for over 3 months, and but I'm guaranteed home every weekend here, unless I want to work the weekend, which I do sometimes. I'll work the weekend to make some extra money. And so far I love this company. I've been here for 4 months. I started back in October. I did a week of orientation, 2 weeks of training with the trainer. Since I've never done flatbed before, I had to go out with the trainer for 2 weeks, which wasn't horrible because the trainer was local. Even though I wasn't home at my house every night during the training, I was in the hotel room every night. And so it was nice to shower every single night and sleep in an actual bed other than a truck. So that was different. Just from that 2 weeks experience though, being local, he was home every night, but he would go out 250 miles, come back 250 miles. But that's rough, man. That was rough. 10 hours goes by really fast. And then having to drive back and get back to the truck. But since being here, being home every weekend, I do work some weekends, but it just depends on how you feel. You can or you don't have to. But they guarantee me home every weekend if I want to be home. I'll be home this weekend. I was home last weekend. Before that, I ran 3 weeks straight just because I felt like it. But I make more money here running solo than I did solo at Swift, which is why I started training there. Not just for the money, but if you're out here, you're going to want to make money. So I trained because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed teaching new drivers what I didn't know. My training was horrible. I think I went over that in a couple of videos previously. But I didn't leave Swift because of Swift. I left Swift because of my last student. It was just a bad experience and a lot of close calls with him, and it just made me rethink a lot of things. And so after I talked with my wife and stuff, we decided that training was enough. Now this company does, obviously I was with a trainer, they do have a training program. You can go through them to get your CDL, and the training here is different. If you go with the trainer here, there's no team driving. The trainer's never sleeping in the bunk while the new driver is driving. The trainer will always be in the driver's seat or the passenger seat, and if you sleep on the truck with the trainer, you're both asleep at the same time, which is nice for both people. So they pay the trainers differently here, so the trainers make money even though the truck's not rolling. And so far I really enjoy this company. They don't micromanage you. They let you run your clocks how you want to run them. You know, they don't. I never have to wait and sit for a load. You know, I mean, as soon as I'm done with the load, there's another load and another load and another load. There's never sitting. There's never sitting. Like at an OTR company, Swift for instance, you might have 5-6 hours left on your clock at the end of your load, and they might not have something, and you might have to sit. There's none of that here, which is very nice. From the time I leave Monday, the time I get back Friday, or if I get back with during the week, it's just nonstop running. I love it because I can work as much as I want, basically within the hours of service, and it's enjoyable because I make good money here. I'm home a lot more, and the stress of training's not there. I still want to do YouTube videos and put out videos for new drivers, especially coming to flatbed. It's a lot different. Obviously, I was really nervous about coming into flatbed, even though I had driving experience before, just because it's a whole different part of the industry. You're the one responsible for securing your loads, and it's just a lot of responsibility, and I was very nervous about it. And I wasn't scared, but I was definitely uncomfortable. But I had a great trainer here, and he was awesome. He taught me everything he could in 2 weeks. It's not much you can teach in 2 weeks, but everything he taught me, and I had some questions still, but everything he taught me has enabled me to pick up loads that we didn't go over, and what he taught me and what I listened to was able to help me to pick up those different loads. And a lot of it's common sense. For me, I mean, I don't want to say it's common sense, but I was able to pick it up pretty quickly. Once you get the hang of it, it's not too hard. It's more physical than anything. A lot of work. Untarping, tarping, all that. And good thing about Cypress is most of their loads are pre-tarped, so the customer will already have the load, the tarps on, a few bungees on it, and a couple straps to hold the tarp down. So when we get there, all we got to do is finish bungeeing it, making the tarp look nice, throw the straps, and then do our pre-trip and go. So that's nice. We don't have to deal with the tarping too much. I think I've tarped like 10 or 11 times in 4 months that I've been here. And but tarping's not super hard. I had a tarp one day up in Virginia, the beginning of January. It was like 25 degrees. The wind was blowing. The snow was going. I was so frustrated that day. I had to sit in the truck for like 30 minutes because I was so frustrated. But I enjoy this company, and I'm gonna make some more videos here. But I'm gonna make some more videos here in the future more frequently now that I'm here. I've just been really busy with the transitioning here, and I wish I would have recorded more through the journey. But they did fly me out to Texas to pick this truck up, which was really cool. I think I've flown when I was like 5 years old, maybe 6 years old. I don't know. I don't really remember it. But as an adult, my first time flying. I love aviation. I love planes. I just don't like heights. Heights terrify me. And I had a window seat next to the wing, so that was awesome. And I looked out the window the entire time. Don't ask me why. But I didn't sleep much on the flight. It was only like a 5-hour flight, something like that, 4 or 5 hour flight from Jacksonville to Abilene, Texas. So, but I got the truck, picked up my first load, delivered it, and flatbed's fun. I enjoy it. It's a lot of physical work. Unlike dry van, when I get up in the morning, I don't hit my bunk again until the day my shift's over. Normally, we're working 14-hour days almost every single day, and especially being regional like I am. You're not stopping at truck stops a whole lot. You can if you want. There's no rule saying you can't, but you want to try to get as far as you can for the next day. I'll do another video here in a few days about maybe this weekend when I'm home, about the running style of regional. It's definitely different than over the road. But I truly enjoy flatbed. I've lost some more weight doing it. Since I started watching my weight, I think I started changing my weight about a month before I left Swift. when I knew I had the idea of wanting to go flatbed, because I wanted something different. And I was 343 pounds, and I'm down to 299 now. So flatbed's definitely awesome. I mean, I drink soda still every once in a while, but not as much anymore. A lot of water. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, just feel free to leave them below, comments. I'll do some videos here in the next few days, going in a little bit more detail about the company. And that's pretty much it. You guys have a good one.